How would whole brain emulation achieve digital immortality? Imagine a future where your mind lives on forever, not in your body but inside a computer. That's the idea behind whole brain emulation. It's a way to copy a person's brain into a digital form. But how does that work, and could it really make someone immortal? Let's explore this fascinating concept. Whole brain emulation starts with understanding how the human brain is built. The brain has about 100 billion neurons, each connected to thousands of others through tiny junctions called synapses. To copy a brain, scientists need to scan and map every neuron and every connection. This detailed map is called the Connectome. Creating this map requires super advanced imaging tools that can capture the brain structure at a very small scale, often at the level of individual neurons and synapses. Once the connectome is captured, the next step is to build a computer model that mimics how the brain works. This model would run as a simulation, replicating the activity of each neuron and synapse. If the simulation is accurate enough, it could produce the same thoughts, memories, and personality traits as the original person. The digital brain could then operate independently, interacting with the world through digital interfaces or even robotic bodies. Right now, this idea is still a long way from reality. Scientists can map small parts of animal brains, but scaling that up to a full human brain is a huge challenge. It would require enormous computing power, precise imaging technology, and a deep understanding of how the brain's complex networks work. Advances in artificial intelligence, like those seen in tools such as ChatGPT, DALL-E, and Midjourney, show how machines can mimic human-like behaviors. But these systems do not replicate biological processes. They recognize patterns in data. Moving from pattern recognition to full brain emulation involves recreating the actual biological functions, which is a much bigger task. If whole brain emulation becomes possible, it could change everything. Digital copies of people could live forever, accessible to future generations. This could preserve personal histories, cultural knowledge, and even help in medical research by studying brain diseases in detail. It might also allow people to back up their minds before neurodegenerative diseases take hold, offering a kind of insurance against aging and illness. However, this raises big ethical questions. Would a digital copy truly be you, or just a copy that thinks it is? Some argue that consciousness is tied to the biological brain, so the digital version would be a separate entity. Others believe that if the self is just an illusion created by the brain, then copying it might not matter as much. These debates are central to understanding the future of artificial intelligence and society. From the perspective of future trends, whole brain emulation pushes the boundaries of what AI can do. Today's AI tools like ChatGPT can simulate conversation, but they do not have consciousness or self-awareness. Creating digital minds that are true copies of humans would require new breakthroughs in both neuroscience and computer science. It also raises questions about rights and personhood for these digital entities. In the end, whole brain emulation offers a way to imagine achieving digital immortality. While the technical hurdles are high and ethical debates intense, the idea pushes us to think about what it means to be human and how far technology can take us. It's a concept that combines science, philosophy, and future technology, shaping the way we see the potential of artificial intelligence in society and the future.